Hello, world. My name is Stephen Walker, and welcome to A Walker in the Woods. Today is day 10 of my water fast, and it is 12:40 p.m. So I began my fast on October 31st at 4, and so I'm going to break it at 4. And yeah, I think I'm ready. Actually, I'm very ready. I've been dreaming of breaking this fast for the last day. So I'm going to share my screen and I will show you some information that I have and my metrics. And then we'll talk about what's next. So here we go. All right. So this is my MOVEmber challenge of a 10-day water fast for the first 10 days. And this is day 10. Observations of physical mental state. Today, my eyes have not been as sharp as in the past, but that might be because I woke up at 2 a.m. and have been up since 2 a.m. because in America, college football is being played throughout the day. And if a game starts at, let's say, 1 o'clock p.m. in America, then it is actually daylight savings time. So 1, 2, 3, 4 would be, well, that'd be 4 a.m. 4 a.m. in Korea. So let's say noon, a noon kickoff would be 3 a.m. But I was up at 2 and I have been up since and feel strong. I don't feel tired. The sun is up. When the sun is up, my eyes are open. That's just the way that I am. Circadian rhythm. It's very important to follow that, I know. And I will be sleeping early tonight. And to be able to watch games at 2, 3, 4 a.m., I do go to bed early the day before. But my mental state is still clear, very clear and sharp. My nose, the olfactory system is very sharp. So I do sniff out different smells, be it good or bad. And physically, I feel strong. The wife asked me if I wanted to go to the gym today, and I said no. I think I'm going to chill out for the day and enjoy breaking my fast. As far as the gastrointestinal area, I have not had a movement in the last 2 days, and the gurgling, the shifting down there is basically stopped a little bit here and there, but nothing like it was 2 or 3 days ago. That's about it. So we're going to take a look at what is the FitScore and in-body fit metrics, my final day compared to day 1 and to yesterday. And then I have some final thoughts, and I'll talk about the next step briefly in case you're interested in continuing to follow, because my MOVEmber challenge is not finished until November is complete. The in-body score. So again, if you can see, this is the machine that I use. This is where your hands and your fingers go, and your bare feet step on these silver pads, and it gives us 10 different metrics, and it also gives me a score. And my machine doesn't give me the score that I was able to research. These points right here are I think on a different machine, and actually this relates to the machine that I used in the gym. So I do have points here to share with you. But an average person who is reasonably balanced will generally score between 70 to 79 points. Higher is considered to be highly active and fit. Lower indicates a lack of muscle or may be extremely underweight or overweight. So even though my machine works off of the 3-digit point system, this leads me to believe that a higher point average is better. It is calculated out of 100. The higher the score, the better. A normal health score should be between 70 to 80, as we set up here. Anything lower than a 60 is considered a health risk. A health score between 80 and 90 implies that the user participates in regular physical activity. And so this is my in-body from the gym that I used, that I tried. So my in-body score is 75, so I'm right in the middle of a reasonably balanced person, or the average person. And so hopefully by the end of November, I'll increase that number. I'd like to get up to 80 because I am going to continue exercising, going to the gym, going on hikes, going to the sauna, and eating carnivore. And here are the metrics. Again, the InBody Fit is what I use. And so I stepped on the scale at 7:15 this morning. And so my FitScore is 745. And again, I'm really not, what did I have? 75. So 745, I guess, is fairly similar if you're looking at 1,000 point as compared to 100 point maximum. But my weight, so here we go. 98.6 is what I started out with, and this morning, was 91.4. I dropped 0.4 again. From the 8th to the 9th, I think I dropped 0.4. So the water weight was first to go, and that was generally about a kilo a day. And now it's reduced significantly to 0.4. So hopefully that means that I'm burning more fat than just water. But I'm happy it continues to go down, so I'll accept this trajectory here. The BMI yesterday was 29, and this morning was 28.9. And I started out at 31.2. Skeletal muscle mass. Yesterday, 39.9. Today, 38.9. So that's going down. Soft lean mass, 65.5 yesterday, down 0.4 to 65.1. The basal metabolic rate has also reduced. 34 kilocalorie from yesterday. I started out at 1969. Percent body fat, now that went up again, so this confuses me. It should be going down. I haven't eaten anything other than I've had water, and then I've put some electrolytes maybe 2 or 3 times a day. I'll take a very small spoon of electrolyte in my water. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. Body fat mass, 22.5, and then that went up as well, 23.6. So not a huge difference, really between the two. My visceral fat level, 10 yesterday, 10 today. The gym iFit system gave me an 11, but my home machine keeps giving me 10 recently, so I must be on the cusp. The waist hip ratio, that hasn't changed. It changed a little bit throughout the 10 days, but we're right back up to where we began. And then again, there's my FitScore. And of course, as always, I keep forgetting to forward these, advance these. But again, the bars show you where I am in range with the average or normal, and I am still above in all. Visceral fat, again, that 10 LV is right on the cusp of being good. And so I have used this 10 days, and I'm in my second week, and I've used it every morning. I like to use it in the morning because I haven't had much water. Well, obviously, I don't drink when I'm sleeping. And maybe one reason why my weight didn't drop anymore because I've been up since 2 and I've been drinking water throughout the morning. So probably point 0.4 or so. If I just slept throughout the night, I bet I'd probably be 90 point something kilogram. And a picture tells 1,000 words. So here we go. I'm going to share my before and after photos with you. So shield your eyes if you don't want to see this. But on November 1st and November 10th, this was the front of myself, and this was this morning. So I think you can probably, now my head is down and my head is up in the 10th and down in the 1st, which I should have kept the same posture. But I think I've definitely lost weight in the jawline and in the gut. It's looking a bit, well, you can still see a pooch there. But the belly, the Dunlap is receding a bit. And then the side view, very, very nice, round. And, well, you know, it's still there. Let's look at the neck. Well, you know, the body changes slowly. It takes a while to get your body sick, and it takes a while to heal it. So overall, a bit slimmer, but obviously I'm not where I want to be yet, and that's a good thing. Continue. So I lost 7.2 kilo over 10 days, and that is 15, almost 16 pounds. And that's pretty good. When I think of, no, I'm American, so I think in pounds before I think in kilo. And if I were to tell an American I'd lost 16 pounds over 10 days, their jaw would probably hit the floor. 7.2 kilo is nothing to sneeze at, and it's a good start. So, final thoughts on extended fasting. The benefits and the difficulties. For number one, you are more in tune with your body. You start thinking about how you feel, and you also, like this morning I went shopping and I felt light as a feather. Walking around the store and not gawking at all the processed food at all. I had a mission. I went in and went out, came out. Even spiritually, you can connect with yourself spiritually when you're doing this. If you do meditation, when you go for hikes, you can go deep on an extended fast. Autophagy. Autophagy is a very important thing, and again, that's called self-eating. Basically, when you've depleted the glucose in your body, you're into ketosis, and the body starts disassembling cells. The healthy cells disassemble the unhealthy cells. They recycle, and then you defecate what can't be used, and that is very important when trying to control certain diseases, cancer being one of them. And it's a rejuvenation. It's just what your body does to clean house. And so, you know, I would recommend doing an extended fast twice a year, maybe once in the spring and once in the autumn. Weight loss, most definitely. That is something that I've noticed the most because I can see it on a scale. and heightened senses. Like I kind of said, with being in tune with your body, all five senses are in heightened. They are heightened. The eyesight is definitely clearer, sharper. The hearing even is a bit more sensitive. Smell, most definitely. The olfactory senses are enlivened. Taste. Now, that's one thing that I don't really get to enjoy because I haven't eaten anything, but I can tell you that my tongue tastes metallic right now. I have a film on my tongue, kind of a whitish film, and that I believe that is from the detox, and it doesn't taste good. So once I start eating, once I refeed, then hopefully that will go back down, and it will. I'll continue to detox when I'm on carnivore, but sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch. Well, yeah, I mean the whole body becomes a bit more sensitive. So again, as I said before, I feel light. I feel very light. And I could go on a hike right now if I wanted to. It's a beautiful day in Korea here. But I'm going to just chill. I'm going to chill. I'm going to refeed and spend a bit of time with my wife and maybe watch a movie. Ability to control habits. And that is one of the reasons that I started this fast. I wanted to kick caffeine, so I haven't had any coffee, and I wanted to kick booze. As I said before, I've been up since 2 o'clock in the morning watching football, and traditionally, I would, after the football game is over, the last one, which is about now, I would go to the store, do some shopping, and grab a couple beers. And I would drink a few beers on Sunday. And so, fasting, I walked right by the beer and didn't have any inclination to pick one up. So, if you want to kick something, you know, I did it cold turkey. And for me, that seems to be better than kind of trying to tiptoe down the road with it. And probably a really big one is that you save money. I haven't bought anything until today. For the last 10 days, I haven't eaten anything. I've drank water. And so my credit card is the same. No cash has been flying out of my wallet other than gas for the car. But yeah, saving money is a very big issue for a lot of people these days. And one more thing that I didn't put down there is just the knowledge of knowing that your body can not only survive but thrive without any food for 10 days and longer. I said before in one of my earlier videos, I did a 20-day fast last August. And I had a bigger why then. This time, my why is more of weight and to get in control of the weight and also kick booze. The knowledge, if shit ever hits the fan, economically, politically, you know, it's crazy when you watch people on the news all running to the store to buy toilet paper. That'll be for another episode. But people freak out. People freak out if the shelves are bare, and that's not a good thing. That's not healthy. And so, for me, if you know, the supply line is cut for a certain amount of time, I'll just chill out. As long as I have clean water, I don't even need electricity. I lived in Africa for 2 years in a mud hut, so I know how to live without electricity. The way I look at it, this is an empowering, extended fasting is an empowering activity that you do with yourself to know yourself. Now, some difficulties, I only came up with three. And number one is boredom. When you don't cook, when you don't eat, when you can't snack, then, you know, that habit of sticking something in your mouth and chewing on it is a hard thing to break. And then so when you're not cooking and not eating, that gives you time. So what do you do with your time? You have to come up with different ideas. And I spoke about that earlier in one of my videos of things to do. Obviously, social life is limited when you're not eating. You're not going out to the bar or to a restaurant or over to someone's house for a meal. But that's good also. You can spend time alone with yourself and get to know yourself better. And the third one is continued motivation. How to keep the motivation strong when you're going up the hill. Day 1, day 2, day 3 are the most difficult days because that's when your body is still digesting and the stomach is used to having food. But then once you get over the hill, day 4, day 5, that is when that boost of energy and clarity comes. And then you're feeling great. And you're like, yeah, I can do this, no problem. And then the last few days, you're getting close to the goal line. And you're like, well, yeah, I'm close enough. Or that's good enough. So how do you continue your motivation? Well, for me, this channel and these videos are the way that I am continuing my motivation. And again, I'm not done yet. I've got 20 more days of a new challenge ahead of me. So the next step, the MOVEmber challenge continues. So from November 11th to the 30th, starting tomorrow, or actually when I start refeeding, I'm going to go on the carnivore diet. I've been on the carnivore diet for the last year, but only about 85%. I did drink on occasion, booze. I did have rice and some Korean food here and there. Occasionally, I'd snack on a pizza. Not very often, but I did. But for the remainder of this month, I am going to fill myself with beef, butter, bacon, and eggs, high protein and fat. And I'm going to continue with my metrics, and I will probably be doing it 3 times a week rather than every day. I'll probably do 2 during the weekday and then once on a weekend. I'm getting a bit busier now. Final exams are coming up. I teach at a university here, so I need to devote some time to getting that complete. But I've enjoyed doing this, and I will continue with updates. And once the winter holiday comes around, I want to do a number of different types of videos as well. Some related to carnivore, and some related to maybe hiking or self-publishing books. I've got a number of different ideas. We'll see where that road leads. But for today, here are 2 things that I am doing right now. As I sit here recording this, this here is a dehydrator, and this is an instant pot. So I bought some meat, and in the Instant Pot, I'm making a roast, and from the roast will be a broth, and that's what I'm going to break my fast with. Is first I'm going to drink some of this beef broth, and then later I'll probably make some scrambled eggs with butter. And so inside of this dehydrator, this is a very thinly sliced meat. And in Korea, Actually, I believe it's Chinese. It's called shabu shabu, and so it's basically a hot pot. They put different vegetables in there, and then they drop these very thinly sliced pieces of meat inside the soup, and it's tasty. But for me, it's very thin and fatty, and so I dehydrate it, and it's very tasty and very light. So it's not like tucking into a big old fat steak. And I basically just lightly salt it and then flip it once. And it's basically like a very thin beef jerky. So if you don't have an Instant Pot at your home and you don't have a dehydrator at your home, I would totally highly recommend it that you get both of these. The dehydrator is great for making your own jerky. I used to dehydrate fruit and make nature granola bars and fruit bars and all kinds of things in this thing, but now it's become my beef jerky maker. So you just buy, a couple pieces, a couple cheap steaks. You cut them as thinly or as thickly as you like, flatten it out a little bit, salt it, and then you can just stick the dried jerky into a bag, and it's a great snack. And then that Instant Pot is fantastic. You can make soups, stews, roasts, a variety of things if you're a carnivore, and a ton of things if you are an omnivore. And so I'm going to leave you with this quote by Ollie Anderson. I'm not sure who that is exactly, but I believe he's a he, so I'm going to say he. He says, see yourself as a long-term work in progress, not a short-term project of preservation. See yourself as a long-term work in progress, not a short-term project of preservation. Well, I'm just completing my short term of preservation with the intention of being able to continue long term with a better, healthier diet. So, who doesn't want a long but healthy life? And so sometimes throughout your life, you need to work on the short-term projects. And when you work on those short-term projects, that builds a belief in yourself that you can do something and complete it. And each one of those short-term projects, be it a fast or going back to the gym or going for long hikes or doing your yoga or meditation, whatever it is, you know, they all come together eventually and hopefully build your body and your mind into a better you. And so whoever has watched this, I know that I know a few people have commented. A gentleman from Norway has been in contact with me, and I appreciate his comments. And a lady from Canada I know has contacted me, and I appreciate your comments. That's also motivational. And also an amazing thing about doing this on the internet, who you can connect with. And I'm sitting here in South Korea, and I'm reaching people from Norway, Canada, and who knows, you know, the videos are going to be up online for a long time, as long as I don't do anything naughty and get kicked off. But hopefully, people that watch it will glean some information and helpful advice or motivation for themselves to do something similar. So until then, actually until tomorrow, I will be posting a video tomorrow, and I will begin my new challenge, Carnivore. So cheers and ciao for now.